Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Broadleys, day 2 of the Scottish Matchplay Championships. It's finals day and it's semi-finals time in every section. We're here on hole 9. We've just caught the semi-finals of the seniors group. Ahead of us on this par 3 is Gavin Howe and Colin Murray, which is 3-3 going onto this hole. Gav's just missed that putt just to the right hand side, so that will mean that Colin Murray will have a chance to take the lead in that match. The other semi-final is these two fine gentlemen, Robin Murray, my favourite of the Murrays, as I said earlier on in the week, and reigning Scottish Matchplay champion Donny McKenzie. It's currently 4-2 to Robin through 8 holes, but a lot of foot golf to be played. So Robin to tee off once Colin's hit his putt. So Colin has this in the distance to go one up through the front 9. You might not have seen that in the distance, but he's just missed that to the right hand side when he's picked his ball up, so that would assume that Gavin Howe has won that hole and leads 4-3 through 9. Tight match, that one. So we will catch the rest of the groups coming through. As I see my lead marshal for the day, Mick Eardley, who has been very, very helpful today. So here we go then, a tee shot of Robin Murray. There we go, it's better. Oh, no it's not. It's a daisy, folks. We're a wee bit of a technical issue here. There we go, we're back in. Sorry about that, folks. As we see the ball of Donny McKenzie, oh dear, has found the hazard area, but that is probably just about playable, I would say. We'll see when they get down there. Robin's obviously very short. I'm surprised he hasn't gone to have a look at Donny's ball first. But Robin Murray leads by 2. Has he hit this hard enough? For those that played this yesterday, this was just lightning fast yesterday, as Mick nods in agreement. That, ladies and gentlemen, is sensational from there. Really good judgment of weight. Very good. Donny, I think that's playable.
Yeah, it's not floating.
It's not floating. It's certainly not. It's not what the correct ruling is. It's not oscillating. For those who are watching just now, if somebody could send me a wee comment, let me know what the sound is like. We're trialling a little microphone system, which hopefully might have cancelled out a little bit of the wind. And so Donny McKenzie for the hole. Does well to get it out of that area. And from where Robin is, I would assume that Donny probably needs to put this in for a half. Starts towards the hole. Oh, what a terrific putt! Gareth Greer, Gary Thompson, Bobby Fisher. Fantastic, thank you. So, remains 2 up through 9. What a terrific little scramble from Donny McKenzie there, though. It's 2 up. They were not. It can't be. They were all square going on to 9. That made him 1 up. Oh, he told me when they got to 9 that they were level. So I don't know. Yeah, Colin, there will be a wee bit of wind noise because this is the windiest place on the planet. But with a bit of luck, it's a lot better than what it was on Friday night. So trialling some new equipment. So we've got a bit of a gap until we reach the main. So let's go and find them and let's see if they're coming through. I think maybe hole 7 could be the place to go and find them. So the Scottish Matchplay Championships is played over the 2 days. We had 44 men, 12 seniors, 8 women, and then we're down to the final 4 in each of the sections. So I'll give you an idea of who's playing. So, women's semi-final. First up is Claire Williams versus Cheryl McIntyre. And the next semi-final in that one is Jen Bruffel against Carolyn Kent. So big games in that section. In the seniors, as we've just seen, Robin Murray versus Donny McKenzie. And Gavin Howe versus Colin Murray. Could we see a Murray v Murray final? Who knows? In the men's, the final four is Stephen Cameron versus Stuart Campbell. Apologies, too many mix and max in this game. Anyway, just to recap, men's semi-finals. Stephen Cameron versus Stuart Campbell. The other semi-final, Matt Morgan versus Declan Reid. Declan Reid coming from nowhere. Had a wee bit of time away from the sport, back in. That man loves match play. Knocked out Alan Stewart in the quarter-final. Matt Morgan put out surprise quarter-finalist Robert Anderson. Sorry, I can't remember what his surname is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Stuart Campbell knocked out Joe McCourt, and Stephen Cameron knocked out last year's finalist Thomas Innes. Ahead of us, we have players playing for the classification between places 9 and 16, so they're there in the last four. So this is playing for positions 9, 10, 11 and 12. That's Ali Dick versus Ryan McLeave in the distance in that time. And they should have David Quigley and Rory Cassidy behind them, but they don't, so something's happened. But we do have the men's semi-final first up here. So hole 6, Stevie Cameron underneath the hole in how many shots? 2 shots. Whoa. Stuart Campbell, I assume, has laid up. So both played 2 shots, both in very different positions. Stuart Campbell starts it towards the hole. Bit of pace on this, needs to sit down. Oh, I think that'll be advantage Stephen Cameron. What's the score in this, James? 1-1, thank you. So, this men's semi-final. Robert McAllister, Mick McNamee, just as well you're here. One of my favourite people from England. The dulcet tones. Don't make my ego bigger than it already is. So, Stevie Cameron, this is for the hole. So we'll get out of his eye line. So this putt, it's as he starts downhill and then comes back to uphill and turns right to left at the end. See if this is in. Stephen Cameron towards the hole. Just didn't start it far enough right. Good attempt, gave it a chance. What you should do in match play. So Stevie Cameron, I would assume, Stuart's not giving him it. So this has to go in. Starts it towards the hole, doesn't look happy, but he should be, because that's dead centre cup. That's interesting. That is very clever match play from Stuart Campbell. He's then given Stephen Cameron the hole, keeping your opponent cold on the putting green. That's a good tactic, especially when it gets down to this section. So Rory Cassidy, this is the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 places. Goes for the path. This is his second shot. This is good. In the bunker. Bunker's fine on this hole. If it gets in it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be smelly. David Quigley starts it. Oh, this is lovely. That needs to sit down as well. So, neither are we particularly chuffed with that. As we get to hole 7, Steve Cameron, Stuart Campbell. Well, there is hole 7, par 3 tee box. All that hazard and danger. There's the hole in the distance. You just need to get out of here with the wind behind you. It's very difficult not to be in the deep cabbage. So Stuart Campbell starts it out to the left, finds the deep cabbage, but everybody's been in. I am looking forward to seeing Rory Cassidy play some magic. He gets to move the rake though, mate. Rory Cassidy's going to play. So, it's going to be short right, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I tell you, it was a good effort. It was not easy having to play through 3 different types of surface. It's done well there. Yeah, it's fine.
Aye.
So, David Quigley for the hole. Lads, what's the score here? Quigs. David, 2-1 to who? David Quigley leads 2-1. This is 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th placed playoffs. So these are the semi-finals of that. So the losers go out, finish tied 11th. Winners go to play 9 and 10. Quick starts towards the holes, not hit it. So, the winner of this tie plays the winner of Ali Dick versus Ryan McCleave, which I believe is all square. And that remains 2-1. So let's make our way up to that main semi-final that we were just watching a minute ago. Stuart Campbell, Stevie Cameron. I mean, it's fine, but that's fine. Are you just doing it after this hole? Right, okay. Are you swapping back over? So just Stuart and Stevie are going to wait after this hole and let David and Quigs and Rory play back through. I think David had to miss out a hole. Okay. Good effort. Stevie Cameron starts it towards the hole, leaves it short, won't be happy. So, picks it up. They both agree on a half, so I'm just going to quickly say to them. So, Rory Cassidy's gone for it. He's out, but he would wish he was in, because that's brave, isn't it? Very brave. Wind in your face. I think David Quigley's going to go for it as well, is he? Left foot. Oh, we're going to see a Quigley outside of the right. Special swaz. So, this is fantastic. That's the best tee shot I've seen this hole. Doesn't look it going into that bunker, but the wind is pretty strong into the face, so it's nigh impossible. It's good this hole if the wind's behind you, because you can actually have a go at the hole over the water, but Quigs will be happy with that. But as we see, somebody whose ball has gone in there has not raked that bunker. So Rory Cassidy tidying up, just being a good lad and raking the line that his ball took. But I think he's not going to be too upset by that. I mean, it's not great, but he's got a play. Oh wow, that's a good effort. Sit up. David Quigley shouts, "Get in the bunker in the distance." I think Rory's played a very good shot from that light. There's a good bit. There's a good bit of banter in this group. So David Quigley to win a hole from the bunker. He's usually magic from these areas. Starts it towards the hole. I've bigged him up. This is pacey. This is pacey. This is pacey. Ooh. Well, perfect would have been in the hole, David. He says it was perfect. It's a great shot. Remember, David Quigley leads 2-1. Rory. Oh, playing whilst the ball was on the green. Oy. What a great attempt. But I would assume that means David Quigley will go 2 up through 7. But there's our main semi-finalists taking a wee break, a wee siesta in the middle of the round. Well, do you know, Rory Cassidy is probably the most enjoyable person to watch play match play. He gives his opponent absolutely nothing. He's making David put out a 2-foot simple tap-in, which he nails. As we get a big cheer from Quigs. What a terrific 2-foot putt. So, we now find Matt Morgan and Declan Reid in the other of the men's semi-finals. So, yeah, wind conditions are, it's still windy, but it's certainly not anything in comparison to the mild hurricanes that we received yesterday. In saying that, it was pretty, I would have described the wind this morning when we had arrived at the course to be exactly the same as it was yesterday morning, but it really picked up in the afternoon. I'd actually go as far as saying the wind has dropped. It has dropped significantly actually, so Mother Nature obviously knows that there's more on this, so we have Declan Reid and Matt Morgan in the distance. What is the score in this time? Ooh, and it's 1-1 going on to the 7th. So Declan Reid it's like a reincarnation, wearing his tartan bonnet as well, looking like an advert for a shortbread tin today, as that has come straight at me. Has Matt Morgan just tried to hit me? So, is Stephen and the Stu match finished, David Cameron? No, they've only played 7 holes, they've got 18 to play. They were just letting the group behind them back through, so David and Rory had let them play through just because David was required to make a rule call on a match that was further in front. So we'll have the two semi-finals beside each other. Great tee shots, obviously. So Declan's using that Tiero ball, which I haven't actually really seen much of, but it's been successful around here. So obviously, it's obviously good in the wind. As I said, was Matt Morgan trying to hit me, and it looks like we're getting a bit of trolling and a bit of heckling in the comments. It's a bit harsh. Colin Todd says, Callum Haig, you are a big target. That's a bit harsh.
Go on, Dad, if you want to get behind your ball, mate, just go for it.
So, this match, all square. Both played their tee shots. Both played very good tee shots too. Wind has died down, so Matt Morgan envisages his line. Starts at left. Looks good. Pace is good. That'll start to turn back in. Yeah. So you would expect him to make his 3 from there. And we were talking of that tartan bonnet. It is sensational. Look at it. Declan looks like he's caught a bit of the sun from yesterday as well, actually. Absolutely has. He's got a tan line from his glasses. So, for the hole. This looks very good. It's not got the legs, but it's a terrific line from Declan Reid. It's a good shot. This is going to be a real battle. I would go as far as saying Declan's probably one of the best match play players you'll actually find. Good mentality. Matt Morgan is just simply one of the best players you will find, full stop. So, for his 3. Yeah, very good putt. So, Declan for the half. Good putt from Matt. Taps it towards the hole, doesn't like it. Ooh. It was a bit of a scuff, that putt. So, Matt Morgan takes the lead as Declan backheels the ball back into the hole.
2-1 Deck, yeah.
Yeah, so 2-1. So Stuart Campbell and Stevie Cameron have teed off. Well, we're walking. We might just get a wee chat with Matt if he just gets close to the microphone.
Yes, absolutely. How you doing, Cam?
Yeah, not too bad. Wind looks like it's died down.
Yeah, the conditions are the best they've been all weekend, which will suit everybody now. But so instead of being a bit luck, you can apply your skill into the game. So yeah, hopefully it stays like this.
I think for a semi, you're never going to get an easy match in a semi-final, but this almost feels like a banana skin, this match. Potential, isn't it? I mean, Declan's not really been seen playing much football for the last 6 to 9 months and he's turned up and
yeah,
for a semi-final. But what player you want to play against?
I think what people need to remember is Declan's got an absolutely fantastic match play record for Scotland. He's maybe been out of the game for a wee bit, but he's got the quality, and you don't lose that quality that easily. And over the first 7 holes so far, he's been outstanding.
Yeah,
so
definitely will. I'll let you crack on. Best of luck. But we'll catch up with Stevie and Stuart as I walk through the cabbage. So, I hope you were all able to hear what Matt said there. As I said, we're kind of trying out some microphones as we move into the 21st century on the filming. Anyway, talking about 21st century, Scottish football's reached the 21st century. We're in the FIFG officially, which means we are at the World Cup. So, this is a huge opportunity to gain some big points to get in Joe McCourt's World Cup team, and somebody you would expect to be there is the man right in front of the camera, Stuart Campbell. Starts out with the left foot, one of the best two-footed players on the tour. I nearly called him, nearly called both his feet two left feet there, which I don't think he'd ever been appreciative of. Stevie Cowan's left himself a tough shot here. Score all square. Both played 2 shots? Yeah. Yes. Stevie Cowan's happy with it. He's actually having a wee think, because I think there's probably 2 different lines to take here. 2 different plays, so a decision to make. Goes for the edge of the bunker. Ooh, it was tough. It was a tight line, wasn't it? Very tight line. So, can still sink it from there. We saw Ali Dick hit an absolute worldie from there in the exhibition. So Stuart Campbell for the hole. Oh, he's left it short. Left it short. But you would expect Stevie has to hold this, so big outtake of breath from Stevie. That's a good line. Chips out towards the hole. Yesterday, that had a chance of going in with the wind. It's a good effort. David Quigley shouting in the distance. So Stuart gives him that ball. So this is for the hole. Oh, and he's done it. So Stuart Campbell takes a 1 lead in that semi-final. They will go to the 9th hole, but I think we have Matt and Declan to play their next shots. So we'll try and watch these approach shots at the same time as keeping an eye on the ninth hole, and then I think what we will do is we'll have a wee pause. I'll get in that buggy and get down to the final holes. So, Matt Morgan, aggressive approach. This It's gone quite far. So that's Matt Morgan's ball in 2. There's the hole. Probably not too bad actually, putting back into the slope. And with the wind continuing to die down, I think that leaves Matt a very good chance. So, Declan Reid in the distance. Goes left foot. Don't see a left foot from Deck very often. Well, I would suggest that gives Matt a bit of an advantage here because he's closer to the hole and Declan's put first. So, Stuart Campbell's left his tee shot short on 9. You can't really see it, so these guys are about to putt. Sorry, we really get dizzy here. I'm surprised I asked him to mark that. Stuart and Stevie. A bit more aggressive. This is good. This is really good. This could be a hole on this. Oh, and it's died as well. Wow, that'd have been in the water yesterday. Advantage Stevie. So, in the distance, Declan starts his putt. Oh, and he jumps up and down. That's not going to make the ball go in the hole though. Good effort. But more importantly, that has given Matt Morgan a really good read of the hole to take a 2-shot lead. Starts it towards the hole through the rough. Pace is short. The line was terrific. Very good effort. Declan gives him it. So, good effort. Not happy I left it short, I don't think. This is for a half. Missed a similar length putt a minute ago. Doesn't miss it twice, so.
Sorry, Dave,
I can't wait to see Deck's reaction if he wins the 9th hole.
After that last one, though,
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think he's. Yeah, Matt actually apologising to me to Declan for making him play that out, but I think he's absolutely the right decision to make when he's missed a similar length putt on the previous hole. So, as we see Stevie Cowan counting to 10 in the distance. Picks his ball up. So, Stuart Campbell needs this for a half. Does he make it? It's about 5 yards. Of course he makes it. Of course he makes it. So, that is them through the front 9. Stuart leads by 1. Matt Morgan, Declan Reid in the distance. Matt leads by 1. So, hole 9, here we go. Matt to tee off. Wants to play it with the right foot, you need to get it through that bunker. A little bit of pace on it now with the lack of wind. Keep it left and let it feed into the hole. Matt starts it into that bunker. This line's good. Oh, it spat it out right. Spat it out right. Okay, so I would say if Declan can get that close, if he can get this close, he's got an advantage here on hole 9. Declan with a bit more pace on it. Oh, and he's not found the bunker. This needs to sit down. This needs to sit down. Could be good now. He's in the hazard. So let's see if that's going to splash. It shouldn't have done. Because I think Stuart. There we go. Somebody tried to phone me, so apologies. Ooh. Ooh. That is not nice. It's definitely not oscillating, so it is playable. But Declan's going to have to show us a bit of magic, I think, out of there. No, it's in the hazard. It's in the hazard. Can't move anything in that hazard, unfortunately, buddy. Cellar steak. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. Just too difficult to play out. It's not just the fact it's too difficult to play out, you're going to do yourself an injury, that's the thing. So Declan's backing himself just to make this. If he makes it, he's in for 3. Matt still has a... And then once that's done,